Hello. We have another game, and unfortunately it's against Orcs again. Hey, we got 20k to spend. Let's see what they've got going. Dare I say, maybe a Mighty Blow? Oh, they got some Mighty Blow and Tackle. Okay, okay. Let's see how they're doing. Oh, very solid. Lots of draws. That's interesting. I don't think we're going to spend big, but I'm going to throw a little... I'm going to throw 30k at a babe. It's the only way of ensuring that... It's really the only way of ensuring that we get injured and stay KO'd, right? Alrighty, so... let's see what we get going here. I didn't take a super good... Does his troll have block? I bet his troll has block. Every troll has block for some reason. But we'll be fine. It's all good. Oops, that's not the right button. He doesn't have block, okay. Well, that's something. The problem with having a plus agility lineman is you kind of have to make a decision. And that decision is, where is he gonna go? Do I drop him back? Or do I put him forward when you're making your, setup here? Obviously, the wrestle's easy. And we're gonna keep the wrestle in the middle, I think. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the blitzers on the outside. And keep him just in case we can sneak a ball away or something. Put this guy in the middle, this guy on this side. Oh, for a moment I thought I had two strip balls there. That would be crazy. I feel like I'm going to switch these guys around. I like to spread the skills as much as I can. What I mean by that is... I like to, so, you know, obviously you've got 5 guys back here. Middle, I like to put the most essential in the middle so that they can potentially go either way. And then the ones that I feel like need extra protection, just in case they get a round the corner blitz, so hence the witches. And then the others on the outsides. Does he have dodge? No, he's got extra movement on the throw, which is actually pretty solid. That makes him a lot better. But I don't like to stack my skills to one side, so I had the double skilled up people on the right, and then the lesser skilled people on the left. So I just moved one across, just so it kind of spreads it a bit. You could argue whether it matters or not. Okay. He can't even reach that, even with his feet of... I was going to say feet of steel. Okay, let's prepare ourselves for this painful demonstration. On comes piling on. In comes the injury. Okay, KO. I'll take that. I thought because we had a babe, that was a certain injury. Now he brings the Black Hawk round to protect. Oh, he's actually going to go after this guy to really protect him. Probably go for that next. There we go. It's nice when you predict what they're going to do right. Although it's not so nice when you get an injury roll off it. Just a stun. Just a stun. Drop this guy back to here. I don't know. Maybe he'll leave him there. I mean, there's tackle here, but there's a pretty good route through. If he were to... Oh, he's got 4 rerolls? Does he naturally have 4 rerolls? What was the kickoff result? Cheering fans. That probably means that he gets an extra reroll, right? Wait, I find it so hard to... I'm sure that he got a reroll from that. I don't know why I'm not looking at the kickoff events lately. Just kind of missing them. I guess it's because I'm talking. One guard on this team would be pretty sweet, because like here for instance, I mean I don't think it's going to get left like this, but let's say that he had a catastrophic... Oh, he didn't even pick it up. So let's say we decided to run the agility guy up here. We could pop the guard in here and then blitz through. Wow. That was... He used up a lot of powers there. This guy... Okay, this guy's moving across, so that's not something to consider now. But it's something you could theoretically do. I don't think we can really get anybody as close as we'd like. So I think we might be hitting this guy, which is very... not what we want to do. He does have a spare player as well in the form of this goblin. I think I am going to try and break through here if we can. Doesn't have dodge, so I can use this guy if I want to. Has that guy's got tackle? He does. Sure, I'll follow. I mean, this is probably who's getting hit next turn, but there's only so much you can do about that. I'm going to put the wrestle here just as a threat, although I'm sure he's going to grab it and bring it right back in here. Bring that guy to here. Our strip ball, of course, absolutely useless this game. As expected. I think we'll drop the witch round just in case. 6. Have to GFI to get to her. It is kind of classic that we got strip ball last game, and this game we're up against a team that comes with sure hands. It's just always the way it works. That said, the other thing I was considering was tackle, which would be useless, so... I guess it's not the end of the world. So we kind of set up a little bit of a screen. I think the blitz is coming here. If it were me, I think I'd go with the tackler, but we'll see how... Okay, no, he's going for the easier hit for more... No, okay, he's not. He's just moving him in. So he's going to hit this guy and then try and get the ball into a safe spot. Okay. Okay. Oh, that would have been fun, wouldn't it? I mean, that's potentially game losing there. If the ball falls off the edge and comes up here or something, we just go and score. It was a nice dream. Oh, of course he's got a fouler, so... Oh, it worked. Oh dear. I really hate foul. It's part of the game. It's part of the game, but I still hate it. Because it's not a tactic I use, and it can be so effective. To answer the question that you're not asking. I don't really have anything to do here. I guess if I do this... and then this, I can block here. And you know, maybe we get a lucky, you know what? Oh, maybe I should have made that a blitz. Well, when the ground's against you, there's not much you can do. Is that a miss next game as well? Oh boy. I mean, that's not as much of a problem, but... It's turn 3 and we're down 2. It's not what you're after. Oh, he's going to foul this guy as well, isn't he? I mean, I knew putting him up here was a bit of a danger, but, you know, if you don't ever do anything, nothing's going to happen. That's not very profound, is it? So we're down 2 for sure. Oof. And we're down 4 in general, which means we're not getting that ball. And if we're not getting that ball, there's not much point in engaging. One thing I've been seeing recently is how much people with Agi teams just don't engage. Oh boy. Another miss next game. Okay, I mean, I said when we got the babe that this is what would happen, and sure you didn't believe me, but here we are. And the problem now is I'm going to run away, but he didn't get sent off right now. He can now just kind of gang foul us and stuff like that. So yeah, we're going to use a tried and true tactic. Forward, running away and seeing what happens. Because, you know, there's only so much we can do here. We kind of got into an early position to try something, and we were punished for it, and we're not going to make that mistake again this half. My only regret is that we couldn't get further away, really. We've taken no permanent damage yet, but there's a long game to go. Now, this isn't me giving up on the game, per se. In the sense that... Is he going to follow this? He is, because he wants to pile on. How I wish that was a... like a foul type situation. I imagine he's gonna... Well, he's got nowhere to really bring... I guess he could bring him here and he'd be pretty safe. I might foul this. So he's going to foul Salisbury here. Not much we can do about that. Now, what could be fun is to actually change our plan here. I don't think we quite have the speed to do it. We'll just give this a go. It's a very low percentage, but, you know, if you don't stick the boot in, you don't get what you want from life. We'll re-roll that, because I don't see us using the re-rolls for much else. Yeah, what I briefly considered was just like doing a crazy 2 dice against through here and trying to get like 2 or 3 guys down here. But I think he can probably reposition okay. It's been a bit of a brutal start, but I'm gonna, you know, take it in good spirits and say this is what happens when orcs face elves. It's like, it's one of their good matchups, I think. I talked about this last time we played orcs. Obviously what they don't want to be facing, their extreme counter is, you know, claw, so chaos, chaos dwarfs, especially because chaos dwarfs have the higher, like a overall higher arm value. Anything with claw that has high armor value as well, so Nurgle would be another one. If I'm Nurgle, I don't mind coming up against orcs, because they will hurt you, but you'll probably hurt them hard. You can hurt, like, their blitzers, and their blitzers are their lifeblood. Zoinks. Hey, look at that. So, the problem with all these injuries is that it's making it harder for the second half. But yeah, like I was going to say. Anyway, I do think this is a good matchup for orcs, but that doesn't mean that Dark Elves can't win it. Dark Elves can for sure win it, no problem. Well, not no problem, but it's doable. But ideally, you don't need your players dying at quite the rate that ours have, and I don't think we based them up that much. I think he's just been getting his dues from the 1 or 2 people he's been hitting and fouling every turn. I guess we could have re-rolled some early dodges to make less players be in contact, but you don't want to re-roll early dodges. There we go. He's given us 1 back. We're just trying to put off the inevitable as long as possible here. But yeah, so sorry, I keep like having multiple thoughts as per usual and distracting myself. What I am trying to say is that by doing this, I'm not intentionally giving up here. I'm just trying to save as many players as I can for when we do get the ball. It's not working out all that well, but that doesn't mean that that's not necessarily the right thing to do. He's not fouling this turn, unfortunately. I kind of want him to keep fouling because maybe he'll get some of his own guys out. Kaboom. Down we go. I'll take a stun. Sure. In he goes. So we minimized it as much as we could. We got 2 times to get our KOs back. Unfortunately, there hasn't been much in the way of entertainment. How did I know that this guy was staying out? Could have really used him for the not happening 1-turn attempt. What I am going to do is set up for a 2-turner. I presume the goblin's not staying up front. It looks like he has a bunch of formations set up. Yeah, with rolling no doubles in the team. I know we've rolled 2 agilities, which is nice, but with no doubles, we've got no fire to fight fire with, which has cost us in the bash matchups, because we have 0 bash. So we do no threat to him. Let's go in with a classic Christmas tree formation here. Arguably, you might put your guard over here. And just pop this guy back here or something. It doesn't matter when you got the troll there. Okay, so we're just going to set up just in case. And you know what? We'll make it the witch elf that would potentially be the one to score. You better go back to try and get the ball. Yeah. I mean, we've got to set up for it. A riot would be amazing right now. That is so not a riot. So we're going to bring the switch elf back. Put the goblin in a theoretically vulnerable place. I mean, that's pretty telling of our situation. I guess we should try and make this block. Hooray! I mean, an injury there could have made it an interesting game. I mean, I guess we could foul it. That's probably not worth. I think he can do without the 1 player more than we can do without the 1 player at this stage, so... Okay, good boy. So we could try and play for the draw here. A draw would be, I think, a very solid result in the circumstances. I think it's also going to be a very difficult result. I mean, he's setting up so that we can't do a fast 2-turner. Which is fine. Oh, I hear a little alert there. Hey, thanks for the follow. How am I going to say that? Decibs? Yeah, I'll say decibs. I'm assuming it's like decibels. I could just be making stuff up there. But thank you. In the face of such a painful game, that is a pleasant pleasant thing to see. But we're not down and out yet. We're just almost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 7 players max. I think I know what our plan is going to be. Hang on, I can't even get a 2 dice on the goblin. That's embarrassing, isn't it? I think part of our plan is going to be hit the orc at the beginning here. The other part is put the ball on this fellow and then just run away. We should try and guard against any major problems with, we'll pop you in here. You know, we don't want to really get... I mean, if we do get blitzed, we want to make it hard. Yeah, so she dodges away. Yeah, okay. I'm happy with that. So we're just going to kind of play it slow and see what happens. I feel like inevitably things are going to go... Oh, brilliant coaching. Oh, it was cheering fans last time. What does cheering fans do? I don't know what that gets you. So he just has 4 rerolls. Okay. How are our team values so similar? I guess orcs and elves. Ibiza. Alrighty. Okay. Thank you. I usually just... Okay. Let's see. So we are going to grab it with this guy. I don't have a whole lot I'm going to do. That's not really a very safe place, so... Unusually, I'm just going to grab this before I do anything else. Because I can't really make this safer without getting up in front, so I want to make sure... Ooh! We've not made many rolls this game, but they've generally been pretty bad. Yeah, so I'm glad I did that in the end, because we needed to protect that ball as much as we can. This is going to be a very difficult hold here. And then we are just going to clonk this guy, which unfortunately means sacrificing the witch elf. Although the tackle's over here, so maybe he'll go for something else. He probably will go for something else. Okay, we didn't knock him over. And then we'll just drop back to here, I think, to... No, we'll drop back to here. Brilliant coaching is with coaching assistants. Okay, thank you. I usually only really pay attention to the... Oh, there we go. So that's an unfortunate roll. I usually only pay attention to the result of it rather than anything else. So he got a free reroll both times, but through different means, I guess, effectively. Which makes sense. I would have thought he had 3 rerolls. He seems like he's playing a pretty tight ship here. This is just classic orcs. I think this is largely exactly how I would... No, I probably would have given this guy block. That's solid. That's solid. Yeah, guard on the 3rd seems right. I'd have gone block, and then if I'd been offered the movement, I'd have taken that. So yeah, the only things I would argue are things I might not do if I was going optimal. Is you could argue the troll isn't optimal, although he's honestly... I don't think he's really that bad. Alright, out she goes. We do like KOs, so... And then the goblin, obviously. Ibiza, where you used to live. I've never been to Ibiza. Obviously, very popular spot for English. The English people. I'm not really a party animal or a beach person, so I guess that kind of answers why somewhat. So we're going to have to make a lot of dodges here, and we already wasted a reroll on the pickup, so it's going to be a bit of a scary time if we burn through those rerolls too fast. What I think is going to happen, not to be pessimistic, but what I think is going to happen is we're going to sort of try and pull back, sort of shape this way and that, make some dodges, you know, dodge guys out, and we're just going to gradually burn through our rerolls as we try and form some kind of defense. And eventually he's just going to come get us. And it may not even be that eventual. I think what we're going to do here is this. That way I don't have to use... I can use my dodge to not make this guy dodge. And knock a Black Orc off. And then reform our defense a little bit. I guess we're using you on defense here. And then you on defense on this side. We're just trying to constantly keep a 3-man cage. And see how many times we can dodge. Okay, that was a good turn for us. Paraveil, I'm trying to remember if I've run into you before, played you on. The name seems like I might have played you. I don't know though. If that's your Blood Bowl name as well, of course. I've played a lot of games, so it's possible. Yeah, I think with the kickoff results with the +1 reroll, all I see is the +1 reroll. I never look at what it's actually called. Obviously, Riot is much more in your face, and some of those other ones where you kind of know what they're called. Piling on guy has been great. We did foul him one time, but it wasn't a good foul. Hey! I think that's the first time it hasn't removed somebody. So we'll take that as a win. Good setup with the blitzers here, kind of preventing the runaround. Oh, he's getting the gobbo in here, eh? Part of me wants to try and surf this guy. It seems like madness. Okay, so let's try and drop back a bit. We needed that not to fail there. Oof. Okay, here goes reroll number 2 on turn 3. Kinda need this one to work. Okay, well we've left ourselves a little open there, unsurprisingly. On the plus side, his piling on guy is here. So what we're going to do is we're going to dodge this guy to maybe here, and then do a dodge round and just try and one dice blitz him off, which could have been kind of a cool little moment. I presume... I don't know if he's even going to try and take us out here. He might just try and take the witch out. That'd be pretty good value. Nope. Okay. Or yes. Yeah. Okay, so that's what he's doing. He's going to just blitz the witch off the field. Because every person he removes makes it a little bit easier for him. Yeah. I mean, that was always a chance, but I honestly didn't think I'd be using... Well, I guess I didn't count it out, but I was hoping not to be using my reroll on early dodges in the turn. Obviously, in this kind of setup, if you use your rerolls early, you're in for a bad time. Probably pushed me this, so he pushed me that way. I presume he's going to pop somebody on top of him there. He's going to gobbo block me. And then potentially troll block me. Okay, no need for the troll. Does he move the Black Orc over? Probably not. So the troll's just going to stay where he is. The fact that this guy has wrestle isn't the best. Hey, we got a knockdown. Okay, just trying to get him away from the tackle as best we can. Okay, that's more like it. Okay. I mean, it's not putting us in scoring... Actually, it might be. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's technically in scoring position right now. I assume he's just going to go knock it. No, he's not going to knock him. Well, yeah, maybe this guy's going to come over and hit him. Or he may just be satisfied that with 3 or 4 dudes on him, he's safe. A reasonable assumption, although not for sure's. Okay, his tackle isn't all the way across the field. Oh, he hasn't moved him yet. I got all excited there. 1, 2, 3. Okay, he's blitzing up here. Oh, a push would be nice. I wonder if he'd re-roll it if it had been a push. Probably. Oh. Okay. Piling on beginning to... This is more like my piling on this half. Oh, the foul. He fears that guy. Fouling with a Black Orc. That's unfortunate. The stun is more unfortunate in a way. Just trying to keep it away from the tackle guy for now. I would have loved to have re-rolled that, but not a good decision, I don't think, when you've only got 1 re-roll left. So, I don't know, is he going to be able to get a... I don't think he's going to get a 3 dice on us, because the 3 dice is the other good way of hitting us, right? Just going for the 2 dice. We just got to avoid a POW here. Well, that didn't happen. I mean, that's sort of gone right to him, hasn't it? Well, we did what we could. I just, you know, when you've got 3 people on the field, you're just trying to avoid the biggest threat to you, and we did that. This is a little bit risky, in case he fails to pick it. Well, I guess he's okay. Like, I might have moved somebody over there just to protect that. That was very confident there. And GFIs. Why? Why? Why would you risk that? No, that kind of ruins my plan. It kind of does anyway. Not entirely. So we get this guy out because we might need him. We pop this guy here to take away the assists. And then we go 1... Boom. Just like that. Yeah, we'll follow that. Now, obviously that went wrong, but you can see there the potential of elves. Imagine if this guy hadn't been stunned, we could have moved him up here, got out and then passed it off to him. Even if we didn't, I was considering coming out here, grabbing the ball, getting to here, and then just launching it into the corner. But that whole turn of his, I found... Well, obviously he can't protect against Agility 5 that much, so that's fair. Although you could argue that he could have done a guard on each corner cage for better safety. I think that's something he could have done. We still currently have a scoring potential. Our Agility 5 is kind of, unfortunately, a little too far away. But, is he? Yeah, he is to get the ball where it currently is. Oh, a drop here would be amazing. He hasn't even protected it. Oh. Yeah, he's taken more risks than I would like to see. There's no need to do that before you've moved this guy over. He's not, for 1-0 up with elves on the field, he's not playing safe enough here. Now, okay, fair argument would be that it's going okay. Can't argue with that. So you put this guy here, and then you foul this guy. I mean, that's also a possibility. Alright, niggle into dead? No! Okay, no cares. Nice. That is a boon. This is a really brutal match, isn't it? Oh, that would have been amazing. We were so close. Imagine if it popped out here, or no. So let's see. We knock him here. The troll fails to grab it. It goes here. We grab it with this guy and then run up here. I mean, we're still not likely to score, but you know, he could roll something bad. Maybe we launch it up a little bit. I arguably you want another scoring threat, really. What I probably should have done was move this guy up, and then just kept this guy going. I don't know that he actually had much further to go, but as far as he would, I don't know. No, I think we did that right. I mean, when you're making terrible plays, there's only so much wrong you can do. Don't quote me on that because that doesn't really make any sense, but you know. What is Savage beating? Now, Here's the thing I'll say about this. Considering how badly the match has gone, the fact that we had a little bit of a chance there, like, it shows the power of elves and why you shouldn't give up. We had a chance there briefly to get it back to a potential 1-1 draw, which it just shouldn't be. Because this is one of the most savage beatings we've taken from a non-claw team in a long time. I mean, Dorse will do this to you as well. It's what makes Orcs so good. I think I talk about this quite a lot. I think Orcs are one of the better teams in the game. Sure. Why not? It means we're going to get hit and maybe die here, but you know, if we kill this guy, it's all worth it. I think it's a very low chance of anything happening there. I guess I should have done that first, really. What was our, Oh, we rolled a 9. If I had done that first, although arguably the dice would have come out different, so it's a moot point. But yeah, Orcs are so good because they're not terrible at agility, they have speed to recover, and they're just so bashy. Early on, they're the... I'm just saying this, but I think I'm reasonable in saying this. They're kind of, along with Dwarfs, the best bashy team. This guy's going to have tackle next game, and then we really don't want to face him. I predicted that injury pretty well, you gotta give me that. Don't pretend like you're not gonna run it in if you fail. And he leveled his thrower, what a game for him. The only mercy is that we made it pretty quick by not having much to do. No permanent damage to the team, I don't think, although next games we're gonna be missing a few. We just got to take that one as a, I would say, learning experience, but I don't think there was much we learned there. 20 armor breaks off 27 blocks. Ooh. Okay, I didn't realize it was that bad. But we did get one armor break off 15 blocks, so not too shabby. 20 armor breaks, 27 successful blocks. That's pretty bad, isn't it? That kind of tells a bit of a story. And I think 1 or 2 injuries we just did by falling over, which didn't help. I mean, it's almost worth looking at the dice in this game. So GFIs, 100%. Armor, I'm assuming that's good. Pickup, that's pretty solid. Only the one dodge, I don't even remember that. That's probably the goblin. Solid on the really stupid. I mean, that's some pretty high percentages. I'm not saying that ours are going to be low, although I guess you could argue they're not the best. Great passing. Our dodges are solid. Apparently, I think we were kind of throwing a bunch at the wall at the end, or at various points. Wake up after KO. That's not that. I mean, that's good, but not crazy because of the babe. Didn't really serve us that much in the end, unfortunately. I guess it kind of did. It gave us a chance through some of our players coming back. But yeah, overall, not the best. Oh look, we did excellent on GFIs as well. Yeah. Interesting game, interesting game. I always feel like it's not... You don't get a ton out of looking at the block dice, because they tend to even out, and the other dice do as well, overall. Our little shining light is that Sophia leveled up. Now, what we're going to do, unless we roll anything silly here, is we're going to get block, and then we're going to face Dwarfs next time. That's just my prediction, but as you've seen, my predictions are pretty good. I predicted we get Strip Ball and we'd face a Sure Hands team. I was on point. I predict that we make her a little bit durable, we'll face a team that can get around that. We'll face like a team with we'll face Bretonians and they'll have like a wrestle mighty blow, tackle, whatever those guys are called. So our losses column is going up alarmingly. 2 of those have been in the last 3 games against Orcs. Orcs, really a problem for Dark Elves. I don't have much of an answer unless you can get, I guess one answer is if you can get Mighty Blow of your own. But that's not... I mean, you know, just I hope that happens. A Witch Elf with Mighty Blow would be kind of cool, especially if it was not a wrestle one. So if she had rolled Mighty Blow there, we'd have probably taken it. Although, I guess they get trapped. So, no, I'd rather have it on a Blitzer, I think, for a more likely chance of knocking people over and not facing the consequences. So there you go. Quick game. Sorry the first half was a bit uneventful. In the second half, we didn't get a lot going, but it was kind of went how I predicted it. We just needed some kind of interesting dice to happen, for anything to happen. Orcs with a team that is mostly filled with block are so reliable. And so even though they had 4 rerolls, they were never going to need them. They had sure hands for the pickups, they had block for all of the blocks, they had plenty of guards smacked around, and then just their killer players who absolutely decimated us. And that's kind of how it went. If you're watching on YouTube and you feel like I should have done something different, I'd be curious to know what. And I mean that because there's a tough situation. I didn't play, like, my initial couple turns before we just kind of disengaged were pretty standard to how we play, where you just kind of screen them off. I mean, basically what every elf does against a bash team. You just screen, wait for an opportunity to try and slip in the cage, or wait until they find it, you know, kind of run out of time. But their injuries were so effective that the screen idea fell apart, and we were just kind of we'd be throwing in key players into the meat grinder, and we needed them for the for later on. So, and obviously it just means you don't have enough for a screen in the end. So there you go. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. We'll try not to play a team like that again, although, I mean, hey, we may well do. We're at that kind of team value. So bye for now.